Evo dobrodošli u novi video. U ovom videu čitat ću dve kratke priče na engleskom sa podpitanjima. Nakon toga ćemo vidjeti kako zvuče te priče ako se dešavaju u budućnosti, kako priče ako se dešavaju u prošlosti i kako zvuče ako se dešavaju upravo sada. Tako da ako ste spremni možemo da počnemo. His dad was reading one section of the newspaper. Njegov tata je čitao jedan deo novina. His mom was reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova mama je čitala još jedan deo novina. His older sister was reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova starija sestra je čitala još jedan drugi deo novina. So, what was his family reading? Šta je čitala njegova porodica? Were they reading a book? Da li su čitali knjigu? No. Were they reading a recipe? Da li su čitali recept? No. They were reading the newspaper. So, what was he reading? He had the comic section of the newspaper. On je imao strip iz novina. That was the best part of the newspaper. To je bio najbolji deo novina. So, what did he think was the best part of the newspaper? Did he like the news? Da li je voleo vesti? No. Did he like the sports section? Da li je voleo deo sa sportom? No. His favorite part was the comic section. Njegov omiljeni deo je bio deo sa stripom. He didn't understand the words, and he wasn't able to read. Nije razumeo reči i nije znao da čita. So what was he doing with the comic? Šta je radio sa stripom? Ako nije razumeo reči i nije znao da čita. He still liked the comics, because he liked the drawings. I dalje je voleo stripove, jer je voleo crteže. They were all different. All the animals were different, all the people were different. Svi su bili drugačiji, sve životinje su bile drugačije i svi ljudi su bili drugačiji. Were all the animals and all the people the same? Da li su svi ljudi i sve životinje bile iste? No, they were all different. All the drawings were black and white. Svi crteži su bili crno-beli. Were the drawings colorful? Da li su crteži bili šareni? No, they were black and white. He colored the drawings with his crayons. Bojao je crteže sa svojim bojicama. So, did he just leave them black and white? No, he colored all the drawings with his crayons. Nije ih ostavio crno-bele, već ih je obojao svojim bojicama. He showed the colored drawings to his mom. Pokazao je svoje obojene crteže mami. She liked them. Svidali su joj se. Those are beautiful colors, his mom said. Someday you will be a famous painter. To su divne boje, rekla njegova mama. Jednog dana bit ćeš poznati umetnik. So did his mom say that the drawings were terrible? Did she hate them? No. She liked them. And she told him that someday he will be a famous painter. So let's look at the same story again and let's see what it would sound like if it was happening right now. Ajde da pogledamo ponovo ovu priču i da vidimo kako bi zvučala kad bi se dešavala sad u ovom trenutku. His dad is reading one section of the newspaper. Njegov tata čita jedan deo novina. His mom is reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova mama čita drugi deo novina. His older sister is reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova starija sestra čita još jedan deo novina. He has the comic section of the newspaper. On ima strip iz novina. That is the best part of the newspaper. To je najbolji deo iz novina. He doesn't understand the words and he isn't able to read. Ne razume reči i ne zna da čita. But he likes the comics. Ali sviđaju mu se stripovi. He likes the drawings. Sviđaju mu se crteži. They're all different. Svi su drugačiji. All the animals are different and all the people are different. Sve životinje su drugačije i svi ljudi su drugačiji. All the drawings are in black and white. Svi crteži su crno-beli. He's coloring the drawings with his crayons. Boje crteže sa svojim bojicama. He's showing the colored drawings to his mom. Pokazuje obojene crteže svoje mami. She likes them. Sviđaju joj se. Those are beautiful colors, his mom says. To su divne boje, rekla njegova mama. Someday you will be a famous painter. Jedan dan bit ćeš poznati umetnik. And now let's see this same story again, just this time it's happening in the future. So, next week. Da pogledamo ponovo ovu priču, ali ovaj puta se dešava u budućnosti. Na primjer, sljedeće nedelje. His dad will be reading one section of the newspaper. Njegov tata će čitati jedan deo novina. His mom will be reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova mama će čitati drugi deo novina. His older sister will be reading another section of the newspaper. Njegova starija sestra će čitati još jedan deo novina. He will have the comic section of the newspaper. On će imati stripove iz novina. That will be the best part of the newspaper. To će biti najbolji deo iz novina. He will not understand the words and he will not be able to read. Neće razumeti reči i neće znati da čita. But he will like the comics. He will like the drawings. Ali svidat će mu se stripovi i svidat će mu se crteži. They will all be different. All the animals will be different and all the people will be different. Svi će biti drugačiji. Sve životinje će biti drugačije i svi ljudi će biti drugačiji. All the drawings will be black and white. Svi crteži će biti crno-beli. He will color the drawings with his crayons. Obojit će crteže sa svojim bojicama. He will show the colored drawings to his mom. Pokazat će crteže svoje mami. She will like them. Svidat će joj se. Those are beautiful colors, his mom will say. To su divne boje, rekla njegova mama. Someday you will be a famous painter. Jednog dana bit ćeš poznati umjetnik. Gledao je mesec kako izlazi. It was rising above the houses. Izlazio je nad kuće. So was the moon going down? Da li je silazio? No, it was rising. It was rising above the houses. Dizao se iza kuća. It was big and orange. Bio je velik i narančast. Was the moon little and green? Da li je bio mali i zelen? Was the moon medium sized and yellow? Da li je bio srednje veličine i žut? No, it was big and orange. Bio je velik i narančast. It looked bigger than the rising sun. Izgledao još veće od izlazećeg sunca. Did the moon look tiny? No, it looked even bigger than the rising sun. How could it be so big? How could it be so orange? Kako može da bude tako velik? Kako može da bude tako narančast? Several hours later, he looked at the moon again. Posle nekoliko sati, pogledao je ponovo mesec. Was he staring at the moon all the time? No, he took a break, came back several hours later and looked at the moon again. Dakle, nije sve vreme gledao mesec. Napravio pauzu i vratio se posle par sati i ponovo pogledao mesec. Now it was high in the sky. Sada je bio visoko u nebu. So, did the moon fall down? No, it went even higher into the sky. Mesec nije pao dole, nego otišao visoko u nebo. Now it was smaller and it wasn't orange anymore. Sada je bio manji i više nije bio narančast. Now it was white. What happened? It changed size. It changed color. Što se desilo? Promenio je oblik i promenio je boju. Did the moon become bigger? No, it became smaller. Da li je postao veći mesec? Ne, postao je manji. And did it become, did it become pink? Da li je postao roze? Did it become green? Da li je postao zelen? No, it became white. Before it was big and orange. It was like a big pumpkin. Ranije je bio velik i narančast, kao velika bundeva. And now it was smaller and white, like a light bulb. Sada je bio mali i beli, kao sijalica. But it was still pretty, and it was still bright. It was the brightest light in the sky. Ali dalje je bio lep, i dalje je bio sjajan, i bio je najsjajnije svetlo na nebu. So did the moon become ugly? No, it was still pretty. And did it stop shining? Da li je prestao se sija? No, it was still the brightest light in the sky. So now let's look at the same story and see what it would look like if it was happening right now. He's looking at the rising moon. Gleda mesec. It's rising above the houses. Diže se iznad kuća. It's big and orange. Velik i narančast je. It looks bigger than the rising sun. Izgleda veće od sunca. How could it be so big? How could it be so orange? Kako može da bude tako velik? Kako može da bude tako narančast? Several hours later, he's looking at the moon again. Posle par sati, ponovo gleda u mesec. Now it's high in the sky. Sada je visoko na nebu. Now it's smaller. Sada je manje. It isn't orange anymore. Više nije narančast. Now it's white. Sad je beo. What happened? It changed size. It changed color. Before it was big and orange. Pre je bio velik i narančast. It was like a big pumpkin. Bio je kao velika bundeva. Now it's smaller and white. Sada je mali i beli. It's like a light bulb. Izgleda kao sijalica. But it's still pretty. I dalje je lep. It's still bright. I dalje je sjajan. It was the brightest light in the sky. Bio najsjajnije svetlo na nebu.